Back in August, we featured the 2021 Kia Seltos EX, and it brought features that people needed for about $27,000 and change. But for $5,000 more, you can go up to this 2021 Kia Seltos SX Turbo. Now, what do you get for that increase in price? Well, first off, you get the 1.6-liter turbo inline-4 engine producing 175 horsepower, which is about 30 more than the non-turbo, and 195 pound-feet of torque, which is about 60 more pound-feet than you got on the non-turbo. Now, it is about 60 kilograms heavier, or about 120 pounds, but you do make up for that with that extra power. It also has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, which could make for an exciting drive over the regular IVT that was on the non-turbo version. You also get 18-inch alloy rims, LED headlights, LED fog lights, rain-sensing wipers, chrome door handles on the outside, power front seat controls, ventilated front seats, a cargo privacy cover for the trunk, Kia's new 10.25-inch infotainment system that has navigation, a Bose audio system, wireless phone charging, and satellite radio. You also get smart cruise control, highway driving assist, a 7-inch driver cluster screen, a color head-up display, sound-activated mood lighting, auto-dimming rearview mirror, and the advanced forward collision avoidance system. So that is quite a bit of kit between this and the EX that we featured, but why would you want to spend an extra $5,000 when the EX comes so well equipped with everything that you need? Why would you want what you want? Well, let's get behind the wheel and figure out why it is something that you should consider if you're in the market for just north of $30,000 Canadian. You want an all-wheel drive subcompact crossover, and the Kia Seltos is on your list. One thing that I seriously forgot about filming in winter or near winter is it's so dark. It's like 4 o'clock and it's already pretty dark that I need to use my artificial light here in order to light everything up. Now let's talk about a couple things right from the start here. Our test loop, our 100-kilometer test loop, was completed by this 2021 Kia Seltos SX Turbo in 7 liters per 100 kilometers. As always, US MPG is in the lower third below. Now, how does that compare to the 2-liter Kia Seltos that we featured a while ago? Well, it completed it in 6.4 liters per 100 kilometers. So, considering that this is slightly heavier, it's a more performance-oriented engine, it's not bad. That's what we would expect, and that's not too bad either for like a compact to mid-size sedan. So it works out well. Fuel economy won't be too bad when you're driving this, and if you take it on the highway, things should be good, and we've had a pretty good mix. Now, this is a long-term test unit for us. We've done a number of these on test drive over the years, and we always try to give you as much info as we can as we go out with our vehicles for a long period of time. We're going to have this for about 20 to 24,000 kilometers, but unlike previous vehicles that we've tested where we were driving them a lot, because we're not doing as much driving this time, we might have this car for most of 2021, which gives us a great opportunity to do more with it than what we have done in the past. So what will we be doing? First of all, you're seeing our snapshot on this here, but we also plan on doing a number of showdown episodes comparing this to other either subcompact crossovers in the segment or other vehicles that we feel would be a comparable vehicle to this Seltos. We also plan on doing some winter testing. Right now, we do not have the winter tires on here. We're getting those at the end of November. So once we have them, we will try our best to get this car into a snowstorm so that we can see how well the all-wheel drive system works with a good set of winter tires on it. Aside from that, we plan on seeing what we can do with this vehicle and living with it like you would if you were to buy this, so that you have a better idea. If you really are in the market for any sort of vehicle, the 1 week that anybody gets with a car on one of these shows just isn't enough. So we're going to be doing some testing over the course of 2021. Now back to this. Why are you going to be considering this car? Well, you want something with a little spunk to it. And I have to say that the 1.6-liter engine works well. It's the same engine that we featured in the Hyundai Kona, and that was the one complaint that we had when we first featured that vehicle, is the 2-liter engine was kind of meh. And, same could be said about the Seltos as well, but once you go up to this 1.6-liter, you have more power. So if you're a big guy like me, you'll appreciate it. If you drive your family around, you'll appreciate it. So you do lose a little bit on fuel economy compared to that naturally aspirated 2-liter, but you're more than making up for it by having something enjoyable to drive. Now, the dual clutch, that's the one thing that on paper sounds like it's going to be really good, but I do find that sometimes it's not quite in the right gear. We are in sport mode right now, and it does tell you when you're supposed to shift. We could go into shift mode. It's the opposite profile of what we would want. I like to pull towards me to shift up, but it's kind of cool. It shows you there just like an old school BMW M car. So you have that option there if you want to drive it in manual shift mode. I gotta say though, I don't think anybody's going to be doing that. I think everybody's going to be driving it in automatic mode, keeping it normal. And even sport mode I haven't really used too much. I actually keep it in smart mode. It gives me the best fuel economy driving around town, but then if I do need to give it some performance, get up to speed, maybe pass some slower traffic, it will do it. So far I've been very happy with this car. I like it a lot more than I did the EX, just because you have all the features with this. The only thing that I'd say is missing, we don't usually see it anyway in the subcompact crossover market, but it would be nice to have driver memory. I mean, we've got power seats, we do have a driver profile in the infotainment system. That's supposed to save things like your music preferences and the phone that you're going to connect through Bluetooth, which one's going to be the priority, but it would kind of be nice for them to include driver memory. Even if it's through the driver profile, just be so much simpler when me and my wife are switching between this. Same thing goes for the head-up display. It'd be kind of nice just to have everything just connected to that. So that'd be the one thing I would like to see in a model year update. Add driver memory. Aside from that though, it has everything that you need. Heated front seats, heated rear seats, heated steering wheel. You have the highway driving assist. When you're on the highway, it'll keep you in the lane a little bit better than it would normally, and everything else about this is what people need at the roughly $32,000 price point. Yes, some of the other competition in this segment feature panoramic sunroofs or power opening lift gates, but those are sort of additional features, and it'd be nice to have overall, but for what you're getting, for what you're paying for, I think that this is really good. And as I mentioned, stay tuned. We do have a number of showdowns that we've got planned, so keep an eye out for that. We're going to be comparing this with a lot of different things just to see how it stacks up, because it is so competitive now in the subcompact crossover market. Every manufacturer's got one, if not multiple ones now in the segment, so it is important to be super competitive, and we're going to see how well the Seltos really is, because this is a popular car here in Quebec. So we'll see if Kia can stay on top with their subcompact crossover.